Ah, Good Monday morning to you. Uh, this is actually being recorded at 8 o'clock Sunday, and you don't know what you have until it's gone. With the spike and everything, we have chosen not to worship in person. And I woke up early this morning, and you don't know what you got until it's gone. Right now I'd be taking a shower and shaving this beard off, or this stubble off, and getting ready for church. And so I woke up and I was doing devotions. And I'm reading a book where today's chapter was on joy. It spoke about how we can chase happiness. And once we find happiness, we're always looking for more happiness. And it's about joy. So you may be getting up on this Monday morning, maybe not happy you got to go to work, or maybe not happy that the weekend's over, maybe not happy just about something, and life seems to be dragging on without happiness. The premise of the chapter that spoke to me this morning about this devotion is we have joy in our salvation, but we're called to pursue joy. And as followers, we need to show joy. Joy is just not a feeling. It's what's deep inside. It's what shows Jesus to others. Um, and so I wanted to touch you with this. Uh, of As you call yourself a follower, this Leon Bloy had this quote: "Joy is the most infallible sign of the presence of God." Isn't that how we're supposed to be? As you go this morning, think about that. How we show the presence of God when we're joyful on this Monday morning. In Psalm 16:11, it said, "You've made known to me the path of life. You'll fill me with joy in your presence." This psalm is a psalm of trust. Peter quoted Psalm 16, its last four verses, in the church's first sermon in the beginning of Acts. All of David's need for refuge, all of his need for provision, all of his need for counsel, they're summed up in Jesus. The Jesus's life, it's where we're to fix our hope. We fix our hope in Jesus. Think about that this morning. If you haven't spent time, just take a moment now to fix our hope on Jesus. Because the people that have saturated their lives in God and have let their hearts be crafted by his wisdom, they'll see Jesus. They see it. Jesus is the wisdom of God. He's a provision of our sovereign Lord. He is our refuge in this world of sin and death. All of God's given roads lead to him. And David wrote in Psalm 8 that he set the Lord always before him. And that's just like Jesus. He single-mindedly followed what? He followed the will of God. And when we do that too, we will find joy. And according to all of Scripture, that's the way of life. That's our path. Our path is meant to be a single-minded pursuit of the character and will of God, a wholehearted devotion to the pleasure of the company of God and the beauty of his glory on this bright sunshine morning. There is no real, I just got to thinking this morning, there's no real lasting joy in this world other than the joy of the presence of the Lord. The eternal pleasures, all pleasures are found at the Lord's right hand. And so have you found it? Because not too many Christians haven't. I started out that way too. Joyless people fill our churches, fill our world. These are souls, these are people who have not fully placed the Lord before their eyes. They believe He's up there. We believe He's up there in the sky, in that blue sky behind me. But maybe, without time spent in Him, we've not found Him relevant. Because when that happens, maybe we really haven't sought to be with Him intimately. Sought to be with Him intimately, to be close to Him, to take the time to be close to Him. What's missing from a picture when that happens, when we're not spending time to be intimate with the Lord? Then we're missing joy. We know that there's a promise of eternal pleasures and safety and rest and inheritance. And you know what? That's what our heart craves. Our heart craves peace. Our heart craves joy. And so when we're filled with the knowledge, when we're filled with Jesus, when we're filled with the Lord, everything that our human heart craves can be found in Jesus. Do you know that joy? If not, I would propose that this is how you get it. First of all, ask. Tell God you want more. Want more than just a stale belief, but you want His heart to reside in you. His heart, His Spirit, His love. Ask Him to stir a passion of joy in your life. Don't let His joy be wasted. He wants to give it to you, but we need to search it out. I pray today that you don't just search for happiness, because once you find it, you're going to want more. You're going to search more, and your heart is not going to be filled. So fill your heart with joy today. Let people see the joy that exists in your hardship, in your day-to-day mundane things. I know it lifted me up this morning. And I pray this passion, I pray this desire grant you peace. May the Lord bless you and keep you. God bless you.